Welcome to the Royal Calcutta Turf Club Calcutta Races Summer Meeting, second day, Tuesday, 19th March 2024 race preview. The first race of the afternoon, the 55 Exchange Live Casino Handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. First up, we are looking at 5 runners from race number 110. We had Eagles Flight, who was leading the pack into the home straight. Then there was a late surge by Flamingo Road, and eventually Eagles Flight finished on second. Number 7 was Sticker, who was running in 8th spot, came up with a big run towards the rear end of the field and eventually finished on in the money 3rd spot. We had Elite was in 3rd spot, then dropped back slightly and eventually finished on 5th. And we had number 9 Historic, who took the turn in 2nd spot, dropped back a couple of placings, finished on 4th. We have Pelagia, who took the turn in 5th spot, then ran out of gas, eventually finished on 10th of 13 runners. As I said, the winner was Flamingo Road. Number 2 is Lucretius. Lucretius has had 4 starts so far in the season. Best start definitely was the last start in race number 77, went over 1200 meters. Was in 2nd spot, took charge for a while into the last 100 meters. Then Sporting Trainer came up with a run down the center and Lucretius did the next best thing, finished on 2nd. Today the mount of Abdul Fazal. Number 3 is Magnite. Magnite has had quite a few starts in the season. Started the season rather well, finished on 3rd. In race number 26, finished on 2nd. In race number 67, then finished on 3rd. In race number 77, last couple of starts has been a little bit disappointing. Last start in race number 134 was in 2nd spot as they entered the home straight, then started to drop back and eventually finished on out of the money in 4th spot. The winner here was Dubai Star. Number 4 is Cristaldo, who had a start after coming down from Bangalore. This was in race number 122, where Cristaldo was racing in 4th spot as they entered the home straight, then dropped back a placing and eventually finished on 5th. The winner here was My Princess, who got that race in a 3-way photo. Number 5 is Diamond Gold. 3 starts for Diamond Gold after coming down from southern India. First step in race number 77, finished on 4th. Race number 90, finished on 7th. The start we are looking at is from race number 104. Was leading the pack into the last 200 meters and really started to backpedal and eventually finished on 2nd last. The winner here was Sporting Trainer, who got that race by a neck. Number 6 is Mars. Mars has had a few starts in the season. Best start was in race number 90, the one we are looking at, where Mars was in 6th spot, then came up with a run and eventually finished on 2nd. Today, Mars, the mount of S. Saba, was already off the mark on the Calcutta track with a win. We move on to the second race of the afternoon, the 55 Exchange Win Your Luck Cup for horses rated 1 to 26 to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. The first runner we're looking at is Perfect Gentleman. One start for Perfect Gentleman in race number 95. Took the turn in 8th spot, then came up with a run and eventually just missed out the board, finished on 5th. The winner here was Smash Shot, who got that race by almost a length. Couple of runners from race number 133. We had Palcha, Hellblazer. Palcha, who was in 7th spot when asked for an effort, tried to go backward and eventually finished on 9th. Hellblazer, who took the turn in 13th spot, made up a couple of placing and eventually finished on 11th. The winner here was Blinky Bill, who won that race by 4.5 lengths. Couple of runners again from race number 97. We have Ganadora, Oremello. Oremello was in 3rd spot, stayed on in 3rd. Ganadora, who took the turn in 5th spot and came up with a run and eventually just cut down the margin, but nevertheless finished on 5th. The winner here was Dubai King, who won that race by a widening margin of 6.25 lengths. Number 7 is Sun God. Sun God's best start of the season was in race number 97, the penultimate start, where finished on 2nd to Dubai King. And the last start we are looking at is from race number 134, where Sun God was racing in 13th spot, second last into the home straight, then came up with a big run, but all it could do was finish on 8th. The winner here was Dubai Star. Number 8 is Tamar. Tamar has had 4 starts so far. Earlier in the season was a little slowly away in one of the starts. In this start, in race number 110, went over 1200 meters, took the turn in 9th spot, made up a couple of placings and eventually finished on 7th. The winner here was Flamingo Road, who won that race by a length and a quarter. We move on to the third race of the year after the 55 exchange ball by ball handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. First runner we're looking at is Bundle of Charm. This is from race number 125. Bundle of Charm finished on third in a first start of the season in race number 7 behind Mescal over 1200 meters. Over here, Bundle of Charm took the turn in 4th spot, then started to drop back and eventually finished on 7th of 15 runners. The winner here was La Dominate, who got that race by a long neck. Number 2 is DRD. DRD had a couple of eye-catching runs in race number 101, finished on 2nd. Over here, DRD was a little slowly out of the gates, as you can see, with the blue jacket with a white cap. Then took the turn in front, was brushed up, but then the early acquisitions took their toll on DRD and started to backpedal into the last 200 meters and eventually finished on 7th. The winner here was Star Prosperity. 3 runners. This is from race number 131. Dance Along. Dance Along was in 10th spot, stayed on in 10th. She's Our Star took the turn in 4th spot and kept on finding something and finished on in the board in 4th spot. And the Vuska, who took the turn in 11th spot after being a little slowly out of the gates, dropped back and eventually finished on 12th. Last of 12 runners, the winner here was Zuccardi, who won that race by a long neck. Number 6 is Impermanence. Impermanence has been knocking on the doors. Couple of placed efforts in race number 77, finished on 3rd in 7 runners. Race number 92 finished on 2nd of 10 runners behind Blinky Bill. Last start, Impermanence took the turn in front into the last 200 meters, started to really backpedal, and it was observed after the race that Impermanence was trotting lame, where it finished on 9th of 10 runners. The winner was Zukor. Number 7, Dubai Dunes. Dubai Dunes has had 4 starts so far. Last couple of starts has been slowly out of the gates. Last start was in 12th spot as they entered the home straight, made up a few placings and eventually finished on 9th. The winner here was Remy Red. Dubai Dunes today the mount of R.S. Bhatti. We have 4 runners from race number 130. Italian Gold, who was in 11th spot, made up quite a few placings and eventually finished on 6th. And number 9, Extravagant Star, who was in 6th spot and eventually finished on 9th. Extravagant Star was a little slowly out of the gates. Number 10 was Dubai Station, who took the turn in 13th spot, made up a few placings and finished on 7th. And number 14 was 66, who took the turn in 7th spot, dropped back a few placings and eventually finished on 10th of 15 runners. The winner here was Blackstone, who won that race by 4.5 lengths. Couple of runners from race number 122, where Mr. Perfect took the turn in 9th spot, made up a couple of placings and eventually finished on 7th. Number 13 was Reensi Gold. Reensi Gold travelled a little wide throughout the race, took the turn in 10th spot, then made up a placing and eventually finished on 9th. The winner here was My Princess, who got that race in a 3-way photo. Number 12 is Kindred Spirit. Kindred Spirit has had 5 starts in the season. Best start definitely was the last start, where in race number 133 took the turn in 2nd spot, kept on chasing the leader, but all it could do was cut down the margin to Blinky Bill, but nonetheless finished on 2nd to the amount of P. Siddharaju. We move on to the 4th race of the year after the 55 exchange crash lottery handicap for horses rated 61 to 86, rated 41 to 66, eligible to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. First couple of runners we are looking at is from race number 119, Hidden Gold and Dr. Doom. Hidden Gold took the turn in second spot, then started to really drop back and eventually finished on 7th of 9 runners. Dr. Doom, who took the turn in 4th spot, also started to drop back into the last 200 meters and eventually finished on last of 9 runners. The winner here was Star Glory, who made every post a winning one. Number 3 is Clifford, a very honest horse, finished on in the money 4 out of 4 times, a winner in race number 34 and has finished on second in each of his other 3 starts, including the one we are looking at where in race number 89 took the turn in 3rd spot, kept challenging for the lead into the last 200 meters and eventually Black Eagle got a little stronger and Clifford had to settle for 2nd spot. Number 4 is Eternal Princess. 3 stars for Eternal Princess so far, has not really placed in any of them, including the last start. The one we are looking at is race number 99. Took the turn in 4th spot, ran a forward race, but then into the last 200 meters started to back paddle and eventually finished on 9th of 11 runners. The winner here was Hall of Grace. Number 5 is Galacticus, has been a tad unlucky in this season, finished on 3rd in a first start behind Rodrigo, then finished on 2nd in next start behind Harvest Time. Last start, the one we are looking at, race number 112, over 1400 meters, was in 2nd spot into the home straight, took charge for a while, but then there was a surge by Artemis Ignitia and Galacticus had to finish on 2nd. Number 6 is Clever Hans. Clever Hans has had a placed effort, couple of placed efforts in the season. In race number 74 finished on 3rd, race number 98 finished on 3rd. Last start in race number 117 took the turn in 9th spot, came up with a late run towards the inside and eventually just missed out the prize money but finished on the board 4th. The winner here was Royal Mysore, who got that race by almost half a length. We move on to the 5th race of the year from the 55 exchange play and win handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of 1600 meters. The first runner we are looking at is Super Stella. This is from race number 134 where Super Stella took the turn in 4th spot when asked for an effort, was a little flat-footed as you can see towards the inside in the yellow jacket with a pink cap and finished on 5th of 14 runners. The winner here was Dubai Star, who got that race by almost half length. Number 3 is Pyrgos, started the season with a bang with a win in race number 32. Since then has been a little unlucky, finished on 3rd in race number 58, finished on 3rd in race number 72. Last start, race number 91, went over 2000 meters, was in 6th spot but did not really accelerate even though the jockey put it in top gear, finished on 5th eventually. The winner here was Life is Good. Number 5 is Trident Star. Trident Star winner in race number 39. The last start, race number 73, went over 2000 meters, was in 3rd spot as they entered the home straight. In the last 200 meters was looking good for a while, but wonderful, came up with a run down the center, got into a ding-dong battle with Trident Star and Trident Star eventually finished on 2nd. Number 6 is Super Rakiga, has had few starts in this season. Super Rakiga in race number 96 finished on 2nd. The run we are looking at is from race number 133 where Super Rakiga took the turn in 6th spot, then came up with a run and eventually finished on in the money 3rd spot. The winner here was Blinky Bill. Couple of runners. Number 7 is Blue Chip. Number 8, 67. This is from race number 109 where Blue Chip took the turn in 6th spot, came up with raking strides on the wide outside and eventually finished on in the money 3rd. 67, who was in 3rd spot, came up with a run down the center and challenged for the lead for a while and eventually settled for 2nd spot. The winner here was Tiger Shark. We are looking at race number 122 where we had Diamond Rain. Diamond Rain was in 11th spot, made up a placing and eventually finished on 10th. And we had number 11 Dubai King. Dubai King was a winner in race number 97 where it got the measure of Sun God over here. Dubai King took the turn in 8th spot, came up with a run and eventually finished on 3rd. The winner here was My Princess. Dubai King just missed out by a head margin. Number 10 is Nod, was a winner in race number 19, went over 1600 meters, got the measure of Ganadora. The last start we are looking at is from race number 50, went over 2000 meters, was in third spot as they entered the home straight and then came up with a run, then eventually finished on second. The winner here was Lucky 9, who got the race by almost 3.5 lengths. The sixth race and the last race of the day, the 55 exchange best odds handicap for horses rated 41 to 66, rated 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of 2000 meters. First up, we are looking at is Oh My Darling. Back-to-back wins for Oh My Darling to start off the season in race number 28. Got the measure of Amber Night over 1600 meters. Then race number 52 got the measure of 10 over 1400 meters. Then couple of placed efforts in race number 57, finished on second. The last start, in fact, was a little slowly out of the gates, took the turn in 8th spot and eventually finished on 6th. The winner here was Miss American Pie. Number 2, Team Player, has had 4 starts so far in the season. Best start was definitely the last start, the one we are looking at in race number 101, where Team Player was in 2nd spot, ran a forward race and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Zuma, who got that race by a length and a quarter. Number 3 is Dubai Star. Dubai Star had couple of placed efforts to start the season. In race number 7 finished on 2nd, race number 30 finished on 3rd, and couple of unplaced efforts. Last start, Dubai Star was a little slowly out of the gates, was in 8th spot, then came out with raking strides into the last 100 meters. Fought with Fancy Nancy for a few strides, then got stronger as the winning post came closer, and Dubai Star won that race by half a length. Number 4 is Tiger Shark. Tiger Shark was unlucky towards the beginning of the season. 3 second place efforts. Then finally race number 109, Tiger Shark started to blossom into the last 100 meters and blew away from them. Eventually won the race by half a length, beating 67 into second. Number 5 is Lucky 9. Lucky 9 has had a very decent season. Winner in race number 50, the winner in race number 96. Last start in a small field, went on a start to finish mission and eventually dropped back and finished on 3rd. The winner here was Life is Good, and Lucky 9 just missed out on the 2nd place. Number 6 is Whistleblower, was a winner in race number 15 where it got the measure of 67. Since then has had 4 starts, has been unplaced in last 3 starts including the last one where it was a little slowly out of the gates in race number 116 over 1600 meters. Took the turn in 8th spot, made a couple of placings and eventually finished on 6th of 10 runners. The winner here was Star Prosperity. So that's the lineup for the day, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the races and good luck to you.